Hey.
I found a hope that's real, indifferent to what I feel. This hope isn't based on the rise and fall of nations. I'm looking far above this world. There's a better day, better way to live. And I'm still among the living, I still have hope. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm still among the living, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, hello everybody. I don't know if there is actually anybody out there, but if you are out there, we are really thrilled that you've decided to join us. And we hope that this is going to be as much fun for you as it is going to be for us. I've got these guys all ready to rock. We've got almost the entire band all over the world gathering together to catch up and talk through some of our journey of Authentik. So just to quickly explain what this is about, to be honest, we weren't actually sure that anyone would even be interested in watching this. So this is primarily for us to kind of catch a little bit of our history together, of some of the craziest, funnest things that we had happen in our lives. And so we got some pictures, we maybe listened to a couple of little tunes, but really glad if you are here. If you are here, send us a comment so that we know that there are people out there watching. Tell us where you're watching from. And then, send us some reminders if you were at one of our concerts or worship events or gigs. And we'd love to kind of interact with you anyways, just through the comments. So anyways, without further ado, I am really excited right now to kind of have the boys are here. The boys are kind of all over the world. So come on, put your hands together for them.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
Well, this is good, guys. I mean, we were just saying just a few minutes ago that we actually haven't, Sean in particular, I haven't seen Sean since 2003. We were kind of working out, which is quite unbelievable, really. 17 years ago. This is crazy. So I'm really excited about this, guys. It's so good to see your faces, and hopefully in the next 3 hours, as we kind of just talk through this, we're planning 40 minutes here. Hopefully, if we can talk that long. Just to catch up, reminisce on the album, and reminisce on this special album right here that we poured our heart and soul into. Well, not really, but it was fun anyways. So come on, let's quickly hear from you guys where everyone's at quickly. We'll start with Conrad.
Yo, what's up, guys? Good to see you all. I'm based here in London, married now with one young son. My wife is Emma, she's from New Zealand, and I've got one son who's 6 years old, Ethan, and we live down in West London. I've been over in London since about 2003. Living life, serving God. Loving what I do. Things are good, and good to see you guys, and good to reminisce on some good old times with Authentik.
Big time, man. Brilliant, Con. What about you, Sean? I mean, you've been gone the longest.
Yeah, so I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and kind of made my travels from Zim in 2003 to the UK, and then got out of there, lived in Texas for a while, met my wife, got married in 2006 and moved to New Mexico in 2008, and then just adopted our baby son a year ago. So he just turned 1 last week, actually, so
wow,
enjoying life.
Yeah, amazing. It's so good to see you, Sean. Wow.
good to see you guys too.
But
Sure.
Damien, you I think were the next to kind of move on. So tell us about yourself.
Oh, we are live, hey Bruce?
We're live, man.
Awesome, I've always wanted to do this. What is up, guys? It's your boy. I've always wanted to do this. No, it's all good, eh? No, so I left Zim, I think, end of the old millennium, when we were Y2K compliant. Do you remember that New Year's Eve thing that we did in the building? Do you remember that, Bruce?
Tell me more. Give me some details.
In the hear the word building, we did a cover thing for the eve of the new year. I don't know if do you not remember that? It's a blur of happy memories,
man. Yeah,
anyway,
so many.
I
good
left a few days after that, and I've been in Pretoria ever since. And I'm married with 2 boys. My wife Sharice is a teacher, and my eldest son is 12, and youngest is 9. And
Wow.
yeah, giving it a go. Can you believe it?
Wow. Come on, man. And Terry, I think you were you next to leave the fair isles of Zimbabwe?
I think I left 2008.
Okay.
So,
I was next. I was first.
yes, Chris,
2008.
before
Oh
you.
my goodness. Okay. So,
Yeah,
well, carry on anyways, Terry.
yeah. So, of course, work-wise, I became a vet. Left Zim, where I'd worked in Mozambique, where I'd worked a little bit. Moved to the UK. So we're in a place called near Luton, just north of London. I've got a boy who's 12. My wife Debbie.
I thought we should just put that up there, just because.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, we like it here. Yeah, it's just work and school and things like that. Still involved with music. I play bass and don't sing much, as much anymore. Yeah, so I play bass and less singing. But
Terry, I heard you singing. Yeah, good.
yeah, yeah, but that's us.
Fantastic. Oh, well, great. What about you, Iz?
So I left in 2006. I came pretty much to where I'm, not far from where we live now. So moved to a place called Wellington in the southwest of England. I actually moved very close to my brother, which was convenient. Although it was equally as helpful living close to my brother there as it was in Harare, for the support that he gave me. Just kidding. I still had to
We
pay
don't
for
want to
my
go
own
there. We don't really want to go there now.
and then I met a wonderful lady called Marie, who thankfully married me and gave me the green card. No, it was months before my visa expired. I've got the Incredible Hulk in the room with me. And then been blessed with 3 kids, 2 lovely boys, tough guys, and then a gorgeous little girl who has me wrapped pretty much around her finger. So been here for a while.
Great, good. And Max,
Maximus.
Yeah.
are you still in Zim at the moment, Max, or have you made the move?
No. So I've been up and down a little bit, but for the most part, I've been here in Zim since then. So
Lockdown.
Yeah. Still enjoying the wonderful life here in Zim.
Come on.
The one who has faith amongst brothers.
Whose report will you believe, boys?
I'm actually just laughing because Constance was kneeling down just now underneath the camera to plug in my laptop cables.
Well, at least you've got power at the moment.
Yeah, at least. Married, 3 boys, which has been awesome. I mean, family life for me has been everything. It's been fantastic. But holding the fort down this side, waiting for you guys to fulfill all those promises of God, like we'll be back, we'll come back and build Zim together.
I think the Zim connection's dropping out there. Sorry, man. Sorry. I don't know what he was saying there. Anyways, thanks, Max. Good to hear from you.
Going back to you, Bruce. Going back to you.
Back to the studio.
Great. Well, Max, it is so good. I mean, I just think it's just such a joy to kind of actually have these few moments together, man.
Hey, tell us about you, Bruce. Come on.
Just quickly, I came over in 2004 I was supposed to be here for like a few months, and while I was here, I met Hannah, and we got married in 2005. And so we got 3 little kids, and well, not that little anymore, but two girls and a boy, and they're absolutely amazing. And we live in the southwest of England, and yeah, God has been so incredibly good to us. It's been an amazing journey, very, very tricky and difficult a lot of the time, but just seeing God's favor in amazing ways. So, I mean, what would be brilliant is just to quickly hear how many of you guys are still involved in music in one way or another. So quickly, let's just blast through again. I know Terry's already said that he's rocking the bass now. What a great instrument. Great choice there, Terry. Con, what about you?
Well, actually, I dropped the bass. I'm singing now, Brew.
That makes so much sense, buddy.
Oh no! No, that's
Don't
a
hide
joke.
your light under bushel forever.
You don't know what a joke is. There's 500 more of those coming. But no, I am still involved in music. I am still worshiping at the church that I'm involved in here. It's called Crown Church. It's a New Frontiers church. And yep, very much involved in the music, still playing bass, and busy teaching my son acoustic guitar as well, so that's fun. But yeah, still loving life. I do occasionally play. I have been involved in a covers band, which is very busy here in London, and I have been involved in the band for probably the last 12 or so years, but I'm not playing so much with them at the moment. But occasionally I will go out and do a gig or two with the guys on the road. So yeah, still playing the bass.
Come on, that's great. Now I've actually just had a little check, and we've got 11 people watching at the moment. So a shout out to those. I know it's probably just our wives. So thank you so much to our wives for tuning in, and we're grateful. But if there are people who are not related to us by marriage who are watching, maybe just drop a little comment in the comments, so at least we can hear from you and see where you're watching from. So what about you, Sean? Still involved in music?
I'm somewhat involved in music. Yeah, I was playing drums still for a little while at our church, and then I took a break from music completely, and then started back up with playing bass as well, actually. So maybe we should start a band with just bassists.
Come on, man. Yes.
You can just be bassist soon, yeah?
So I play at our church bass.
Oh, that's great, man. Hey, come on, Eugene. Yeah.
Mr.
Oh, man. Good to hear from you. Well, that's great. Well done, Sean. Good work.
Yeah.
Now, who else? Who else haven't we? Max, are you still doing musics?
Yeah. So, man, let me think about that. No, not at all, actually. So, I think after we did our thing, I did a bit of singing, church, that kind of thing, but nothing really serious. I think it was just a lot of work business-wise, so I just didn't ever feel like I had the time. So mostly singing in the shower for those who are in the vicinity to hear.
Yes, very good.
That's about as it gets now. But funny enough, the passion for music is still going. I love music. I still always listening to it, always singing, always worshiping. Even some of our old songs, I still sing those songs all the time.
Well done.
I sort of do a little bit of bush guitar. Play a bit of guitar for myself. Only.
Is that like air guitar in Zimbabwe? Is it?
Give us a tune now.
Yeah, show us what bush guitar is. I'd love to hear that, man. A bit of bush guitar.
No, I don't think you want to hear.
Oh, great. Oh, good. Well, you never know. This could just be the spark to a flame, and before we know it, you'll be rocking out your own bush guitar album.
There we
So,
go.
that's great, man. Good. Damien.
Hey, I'm not playing any bass. And maybe bush guitar is like another kind of bass part. But yeah, so I'm still involved with music. I work at a church, run the worship there. amongst a bunch of other kind of areas, play in a cover band, play secular stuff, unfortunately, but hey, pays a few bills. But yeah, all good. I'm still playing music and still thoroughly enjoying it, and still part of worship teams. But yeah, whatever. I mean, even lockdown has been. Hey, say again.
Did I hear you say secular music, bro?
Exactly. Secular.
That's disappointing.
No, it's very disappointing.
Let's just keep moving. Let's just move on from that. Let's just ignore that.
There you go. Yeah, but all good, eh?
Great. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, still very much playing. Play guitar. I have a bass. I don't play bass so much, but I did play bass in cross culture back in the day.
Debs, thank you.
But yeah, play guitar, play acoustic guitar. So yeah, still sing, still very much involved. Lockdown has been a bit quieter than normal, but yeah, still out there. I don't do any secular songs. Just worship the Lord.
But you did say you played in cross culture, yeah?
That was.
That's pretty much secular, right?
Oh man, well that's good. I mean, I'm still doing lots of music. I mean, most of what I've done since I've been in England was actually I've done piles of teaching and started a number of different bands, kind of function stuff as well. So played lots of jazz. Funnily enough, jazz kind of became my go-to for quite a long time.
Christian jazz.
You listen to jazz?
He said function music.
Yeah,
I don't play secular music. I play function.
Function music.
Yeah, so I yes, I did a lot of that, and then I've done another band, like a funk band. So we've kind of played piles of Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, all of that kind of thing. It's really fun. It's kind of like a 9-piece funk band, and yeah, we have lots of fun. So done. Yeah, I still do lots of music. So that's been a big part of my life. But never gone back into the studio to record my own stuff. But with lockdown, I've kind of felt a little inspired. So watch the space, man.
Oh, good. Yeah, please do. That'd be good.
Share the link.
Yeah, share the link. Yeah, I'll share it at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, good. Well, I mean, I've got a few photos here. I thought in our last part of the show, it would be it would be good to kind of do a little trip. I mean, Sean, it's so good to have you here. I know you heading off to the airport shortly anyway, so we don't want to overrun. But I have a few photos. I thought it would be fun for us to kind of just talk through what we can remember of kind of like, the start of the band and kind of where it went from there. And it would be really, I'm sure there'll be some funny stories. Actually, we were just swapping photos just a little while ago. So I'll throw up a couple, because I think there were some really wonderful moments, some very embarrassing moments as well. I mean, you guys can't hear this, but this little track I'm playing is called Max's Morals. So you can't hear it, but everyone online would.
Yes. It's
talking about this is the day. I'm going to stop it before we remember too much of that. But some some special moments, and so
I saw the song on the whole album.
So now
you're still singing it in the shower, are you, bro?
Now, this photo is one of the first photos that I actually had of the band. I didn't have very many photos from back in the olden days, but this was some of the original lineup of the band. So Conrad hadn't yet joined, and we had Shep with Zara on bass guitar, and so he was doing some very, I think it was a Marcus Miller line at the time we took the photo.
Solo.
And then we had Robert Dobson, who played some electric guitar with Damien behind him. Sound man, jamming it on the sound desk, Daniel Meakin.
Actually, I think Daniel Meakin ran the band. He was in charge of the whole operation.
And
in his head.
And then Terry looking cool at the back there.
Shots, nice shots.
Yeah, cool.
And then we had Alana who was singing in the band at that point, and then Daniel Meakin. Daniel Meakin was
It's Michael Meakin there.
Michael Meakin. Sorry, Michael Meakin was doing lights, I think, at that point in time.
Oh, we just lost a viewer. It was probably Mike.
So I that was kind of the early days, but we started playing at King's Church, and it was King's Church or King's Centre, wasn't it? What was it? I can't remember what it was called. It used to be there.
That's close enough.
Yeah. And
Do you remember Baron on the drums?
Oh my word! Yeah, he was out. He was one of our first drummers, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there like right before I started playing at youth, I think.
Wow, no, we'd forgotten about that. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
So then I'm trying to think who. So then you started playing after that. In that picture, were you playing drums? Do you remember that? Was that Rafaro? Because we had Rafaro around as well.
That must have been right, because I think that was at Josiah Tungagara, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that was like probably right after you. I think we had moved from Kings, and I don't remember who was playing at what point then.
Yeah. Ah, hello, Eve.
What's up, great?
How's it going?
Sorry, this was always going to be railroaded.
So let me show you a couple more photos here, guys. This photo here was actually Connie just sent it to us, and this was one of the photos that we actually took on. It was on the album shoot, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And those were, wow, look at those. I mean, unfortunately, we're missing Justin. He's had some technical challenges with his computer, so he's not with us today.
Be honest, Bruce. He's in jail.
Oh, that's funny.
No, he's not.
He's listening to jazz.
Now this was a concert we did at Waterworld. Now this wasn't the actual launch of the album, but this was. Do you guys remember that concert?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't remember what that was for. What was that actually for?
Which one? The Waterworld one?
Yeah, what was that? Was that
We're trying to make a name for ourselves, man.
So we
And
chose,
look what we done.
Bruce, you need to remove these pictures, Bruce.
and then
That
we
is
had
cool, though.
these well, Sean's just sent them through to us, and this was the actual launch of the album. And I don't know if you guys remember that night. It was quite stressful right up until until we started playing, and then while we were playing, it was quite stressful.
Yeah.
Who was the professional cameraman? They were taking pictures in very high definition.
That was before cameras, and these are just paintings, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like we're doing a Wakanda Forever something.
I think it was a lot worse than that, unfortunately.
But that dance.
Eugene's saying he was the light man there. Come on, Eugene. Come on.
Thanks for owning up, Eugene. I was going to mention the lights, but
That looks cool, though.
And so that was one of those. There's, look at that, man.
A phoenix rising from the smoke.
And this must have just been from youth, I imagine. I don't know if we were doing some kind of sketch.
Was that when you led me to the Lord, Bruce?
Yeah. That,
civilized person on the piano.
Yeah, who is that guy, man?
Ethan Lee.
And then,
me.
Gija, maybe. That was what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that must be it. Yeah. Gija boy.
So that was, you know. Now this one here. This was. No, I don't.
Is this a
think-
gateway?
This
That's
is Gateway, yeah. Now, do you remember this? I was just saying to Chris, we were trying to remember who it was. I know it was
Uri on
Asa
bass.
Jogi. He was
He was the
organizing it, wasn't it? He was kind of the promoter for the event. And remember, he told us that, you know, because remember, we had just lugged gear all of our lives, hadn't we?
Yeah.
You know, like for every gig, we were like the sound men, lighting engineers, we were the roadies, we did everything. And he was like, this time you're doing nothing. We're going to pick you up in a limousine from your houses. Do you remember?
And nothing got done.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, it
Shout
didn't
out
quite...
to our first sponsor, our first and only sponsor, Faithwear.
Faithwear, look at that. And
I think that's when they just signed on to sponsor us, isn't it?
yeah, it was actually. I think that was one of the launches. So it was a special concert, and you can see
Henry
there.
along-
Look
What
at
was
Sean.
he
that's a
doing
nice
at the bottom
picture,
there?
You know what? Henry always wanted to be in the band. He told me.
He's sorting out his
He's
bowling
bowling.
action, I think.
Was it? Did Henry not sing then?
No, I don't know. Actually, maybe he was doing a special.
And our Zimbabwe didn't come out of that concert. Are you sure?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Now this photo here, guys, you'll remember. This was. Look at that. We've got young Gabe Phillips right there. An appearance.
Wally.
Photo slip.
Yeah, check that out. Now this was us on our way to Bulawayo. Remember, we did a Zim tour for the youth, and so we got to play. We played in Rosape.
Oh yes.
Do you remember that?
Beautiful.
Remember, didn't we play that Stephen Curtis Chapman song there at that gig, Ruth?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a tough time. That gig for me.
I've just finished some counselling sessions about this.
What was there that the DC talk on?
Oh yeah. Da 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 da.
Natural.
Yeah, but I do remember E flat coming up a few times in the band practice.
Yeah.
And then in fact, those are later on, yeah. But do you guys remember that infamous? Thanks. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Deb was there.
She was there. She was at that concert. Was that the night? Was that the night
the
when
night.
she set eyes on you, Terry? And that was
Yeah, maybe.
man. Now, I was just thinking about that whole time there, and we'd kind of gone to Bulawayo on that train, and remember, it was a pretty terrible train trip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just remember there being some pretty crazy moments where it just felt like things are going crazy. And so
Remember Benson? Any band?
yeah, what happened? What happened that night? Can anyone remember?
Wearing your food and going to sleep.
Fight something?
Yeah, there was all
But
kinds of.
There were some drunk guys, weren't there?
Hey,
there's some
There were
guys
drunk guys on the train.
And thieves.
with
Thieves and general thugs.
I had to go and I had to go and chain Ethan up.
That's what the noise was.
Check out.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Little guy.
Young man.
This is Jonah.
Hey,
Hey,
Jonah.
Jonah.
Jenna.
Hey, boy.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Don't be too scared by all those faces.
Yeah, it's a scary bunch, man. He's looking pretty
Uncle
scary.
Damien here.
Nightmares.
man, that's amazing. Now, the time is flying on by here, guys. So let's quickly try and get to things moved on from there. The band was thinned a little bit. Do you guys remember, actually, before we go into any photos, do you remember we did that infamous trip to South Africa, to Hartenbos?
Oh, geez.
South Africa?
Mossel Bay.
Yeah, Cape Town.
Yeah, it was Hartenbos that we ended up.
New
with.
song.
It was a long drive, eh?
We drove down in the Venture. Do you remember? There were 25 of
and we
us.
spent
25
the
of
night
us in the Venture.
We spent the night in Joburg, isn't it, initially?
Yeah.
At Andrew's friend's place. I remember we slept in there. Yeah. That was a good concert.
I remember some driving tips that Terry gave me while we were driving at night.
But do you remember we were so excited because the guy said, look, you're going to be playing with the main act. You guys are one of the starting bands for the main act of the whole festival in an English band. And it was the guy who wrote I Surrender All, that tune that we all loved. And so we were so excited thinking, oh my goodness, this is our break. We're heading down to South Africa. We're going to be opening for this massive band. We didn't realize that there were another 20 opening bands.
And we were the first opening.
Yeah, we were one of the first acts at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
That's when they just announced where you could go and get food, and then they announced us, wasn't it?
Yeah, and literally everyone left.
Yes.
It was so tough, man. I just remember we were getting up there and literally there was no one left in the room, and it was like, yuck, we have endured many hours in that venture to get here for this.
I didn't realize that. I thought we were just going on holiday, so it was all good.
But that was the first time we made some real money because we kind of covered our trip, didn't we?
When you say we, who do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't
I'm still waiting.
I didn't ask you guys for any money for fuel. That's what I mean. By, we covered our trip.
Hadn't we done really well until the Venture back windscreen broke?
Oh yeah, do you remember that kid?
Yes.
Yeah, the kid threw a stone, wasn't it? As we were driving back.
That kid threw a stone at the
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Wow. We were all chasing that kid because it was our money gone.
Yeah, we were.
I think that kid recognized Justin in the venture.
And so remember, we ran into the village. We were even questioning the old village, the chief, to find out where was this kid.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Oh man. Yeah. So that was a big tour for us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
the
was
bands were good. Huh? I remember those some really good bands there as well.
Yeah, they were, man, and we were there with them, man.
Yeah. Opening for the main guy.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's where we got to, guys, as a band. We made it
to the top.
Made it on a trip. And got
in fact, there was one time where we made it a little bit higher, and it was here. This was Authentik opening for Tree 63 in Potchefstroom, which is look at that, man.
Very good.
That was
that fan there taking photos, man.
Look, man,
that looks good.
How's that guy getting a good picture?
That guy got a great picture of Chris, man. Yay. But look at it. I mean, this was amazing. I mean, they were just.
Hey, Damien, what does that shirt
in the middle there? That looks like Bruce Wust.
What does that shirt say, Damien? I can't read it in Afrikaans.
I can't see us. It's something about
something.
The gees omgee. The spirit cares or something like that. I don't know.
Powerful, man. Look at that. We were just rocking it.
I actually drove through to that show. You guys were in Potch, and I drove through to watch you guys.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what was it like? I mean, there we are with the.
Oh, cool.
Look at that.
Who's that cool guy on the left?
He's trying to get in there.
Zappa. I think he was a fan of Zappa.
Photo Zappa.
Yeah. Before SnapScan was a thing.
So that was a big one. Now this will bring back some memories, fellas.
Yes.
The Isuzu.
The KB.
Yeah, it had better days.
Oh, that wasn't me, Bruce.
Good memories
Now-
of that
You know,
pickup.
a
huh?
funny story, Bruce.
Yeah.
I actually remember driving you one day, and Bruce just had this way of asking the most inappropriate question at the most inappropriate time. And I just remember going back from Harry Margolis, we were taking all the gear from the morning service back to Josiah Tungugara, and Bruce asked me the fateful question, "Hey Connie, do you have your license?" And I just remember being so convicted. I've driving for years without a license. I have no idea why he asked that question or where he got the idea to ask me. But
Maybe it was your driving,
I didn't drive again after that until I got my license because I was so convicted about driving around illegally. Bruce just said to me, "Do you know that that's illegal?" I've never done another illegal thing in my life.
Thank you, Lord. Praise
We
the
now
Lord.
have the evidence.
Now we
Yeah, we have live evidence.
We've lost Damien.
Yeah, Damien's he's just putting the kids down here. I'll be back in a second.
It looks like
Yeah.
he's back.
Is he back?
Looks like he's back.
Ah, he's back. Ah,
That
hello.
was a
You're
quick
back.
put
That
down.
is quick.
Your
Man.
kids are good, Damien.
I didn't want them in the shot. My thunder boy. My moment to shine. Seeing I wasn't on that Hottenbos tour, I thought it was me throwing the rocks from the bushes as well.
Oh man! So there is two little things to kind of share because it's quite amazing, really. My father-in-law, he used to come over to the conferences that we used to run, Action, and at one point or another he bought the Authentik album.
Oh, wow.
And so he kind of took it back home, and Hannah, my wife now, I've been married for 15 years to her. She was going to do some banking, and she jumped in her dad's car, and she drove down, and Authentik was playing in the car. And she said she stopped. She pulled into the bank, and she was sitting there, and she opened up the sleeve, and she was looking at the sleeve of the album, and she all of a sudden thought, "Gosh, I wonder if I'll marry one of the guys in this band one day."
Really?
Can you believe it?
No. I always knew that Authentik was a ministry. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All those
did you
hours.
change your mind when you heard the music?
Yeah, then she realized it was just the radio playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've got
Insane.
this. I must show you this. Actually, this when I first came over, the guys at the church that we were part of for a little while, I said, "Hey, why don't we put a concert on?" I said, "Our bass player lives here in England, and my brother's coming over for a holiday, and you know how good I am on the drums, anyways, guys." And so we decided that we would put on a concert, and here you are. Look at this. Listen, look at these words, these powerful words they penned about us, man.
And made it to the newspaper.
Yeah. This
I
was
had
the
no
newspaper
idea.
here in England. A rock band from troubled Zimbabwe will perform at the King's Centre. And then it says here, Authentik play an eclectic mix of music from rock through to R&B, and members write their own songs based on their experiences, including the turmoil which Zimbabwe has faced during recent years.
Yeah.
Now, talking about songs, look at what I found here, fellows.
Oh, gee.
This was the piece of paper that we originally wrote, Even When I'm Feeling Blue, on.
Ah, cool.
Can you believe that?
That was at that was Josiah Tungugara upstairs, isn't
Upstairs.
Yeah. So
Wow.
this was it. So this, whose handwriting is that? Is that yours, Terry?
it? No, mine is terrible. I can't
That's
remember.
Bruce's handwriting.
Oh, really?
It's got lovely little flourishes. It looks, like your handwriting, bro.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Someone must claim that handwriting, because in like a royalty lawsuit, it could come up.
Yeah.
I penned the lyrics.
We're still settling the matter about being paid to go to South Africa.
Now,
that's Bruce's handwriting.
Yeah, this is my
Bruce's
handwriting right here, and you can see this is the original piece of paper for "I Found a Friend."
Oh wow!
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So some amazing moments, man. But this is really this was really exciting, because you kind of think, I mean, we did the album.
That must be our wives watching now, because
Okay, we're back on.
Can you put something like, just to say, catch you on the next thing, build some anticipation.
Yeah, well, we're back live here quickly. Hello. You know what?
Hey, Brew, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
The next time we do a chat, you have to pay to put comments up. You have to get people to pay to put
Super chat.
Super chat, yes.
Except chat. Eugene, because he's been faithful the whole way.
Eugene, you allowed one free chat. After that,
I don't think you want to go down that route, guys.
Now, for those of you who are joining us again on video, on YouTube, those looks like we've lost a number of viewers, like a massive amount of our viewers. We're really sorry about that, but we are back. And we're probably just going to wrap up and make a plan to kind of come back in. So I just wanted to quickly say, keep an eye on the channel, subscribe. I'm just pulling the guys back in again here.
Smash the like button.
We've lost a lot of cameras from the guys here for some reason. I don't know if you guys can get your cameras going there.
They're going.
Yeah,
it's you who we can't see, I think.
You're all there. It's just me who's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's the bandwidth in the southwest.
Yeah, it probably is, man. It probably is. So we're gonna leave it for now and make a plan to kind of catch up again. But fellows, so grateful for you all making time to get together and chat. Lots more stories, lots more things to catch up on. But over and out to everyone there. Thank you so much for tuning in.